everyone, welcome back, and let's take a look at how to do some polyrhythmic kind of things with the S2400 here. What I've got done is I've prepped a loop for this. I'm using loops to get that polyrhythmic feel. I've got a loop and I found it a little bit easier to do this in the DAW, to be honest. You really want to have a perfectly cut loop for this to work, otherwise it starts getting really wobbly sounding and a little too far out for me. So chop up your loop in the DAW. I've got over here is a 15 beat loop. So for 4 bars, that's not going to fit evenly in there, and so it's going to kind of stagger along and get that polyrhythmic effect when it's played against the rest of the material, which is 4 bar kind of material. So we got that right here. A couple things that you want to bear in mind is when you're assigning your sample down here, check it out. We're going to come over here, and what you probably want to do, if you're like me, you want to set it to volume envelope classic right here. There is an option for HiFi, and that is a little different. I'll explain that in a second, but that's what I ended up going for here. All right, once you've got that set up, you can click on loop, and when you got loop clicked, you can do Shift A to get into these loop settings. What you're going to do is make sure that looping is checked on with the checkbox here. So I've got that checked on, and you can see it puts it in forever loop time, which that worked really well for me. It's not going to just randomly cut out on me because I've got this going to loop for as long as I want. All right, so we've got all this set up here, and we can get ready to roll. You should be able to load up a few other things to go with it. So I've got a regular 4 bar loop right here. Got some drum stuff right here. And then this is something that's interesting. Take that 15 beat polyrhythmic loop, and I've got this one set up so that it's transposed down 1 octave. Of course, that's going to make it playback as half speed, and is also going to kind of stagger it around, but it's not going to stagger it around as much, but it will kind of get a little bit more of an evolution sound. And before we get started, please hit that subscribe button for more great content. There's a couple of ways to trigger all these tracks. You can just bang on the pads as needed, or you can actually set it up with a step program mode, which is what I'm going to show you here. And you can just put your trigger on here and then take it off, and the loop will keep going around perfectly in sync. Either way works. You can just knock on the pad, and that's also another way to do it. I'll just show you the step program.